everybody, Shane here, Shoebox Legends. Thanks for joining me today for an episode in which we are going to see a couple of more examples of just the amazing generosity that exists in our small collecting community here on the YouTube platform. I feel like I'm talking about this all the time, and I have two packages today that came in within the last week. Was not expecting either of them, and the generosity is just amazing. So we're going to look at first three cards that were sent to me by my good hobby buddy Dylan over at Double D Vintage Baseball Cards. You can see his custom surfing card and sticker up in the background. And then after we get through those, I have this envelope, which I've just barely cut open to save some time on video, but I haven't looked in yet. And that, as you can plainly tell, is a Christmas gift or holiday gift from Brad over at Brad8671 here on YouTube as well. So Brad is an OG YouTuber, been on here for forever, huge Miami Dolphins collector, among other things, and often spreads holiday cheer and generosity in the form of cardboard to many, many YouTube channels at this time of year. He's kind of known for that. Last year, he sent me a great Xander Bogaerts autographed card, and I had no idea anything was coming this year, but really excited to get to that. So let's start with the cards from Dylan. He sent three here. And one of them he kind of hinted at was like, not a big deal, or don't worry about showing it off. You know, it's really just a throw in. But little does he know, this card is absolutely perfect for the way that I've been collecting recently. And it's something I haven't really touched on much on the channel, but check this out. From 2023 Panini Prism Baseball. Let's free this guy so we can see it in all of its glory. This is the Blueprints insert of Cool Papa Bell. Just awesome. So I love Prism, and I have a whole episode coming up about 2023 Prism Baseball, believe it or not. But what's really cool about the 2023 release, for I think the first time ever, they included two Negro League players, former Negro League players on the checklist. Cool Papa Bell, who we see here, and also Buck Leonard. So this is the Blueprints insert of Cool Papa Bell. Look at that. You get beautiful etching there. Look at the folds on the uniform. Just an awesome card. I love the image. Reaching up to grab the ball there. Just great design. I like the ball field in the background. Just beautiful, beautiful card. And I commend Panini for including him on the checklist. I really, really love that. Let me grab a stand here, and we'll put this one out. Great job by Panini, including a couple of Negro League players on this release. And I'm going to talk more about those in a coming video. But for now, suffice it to say, the throw-in card, the third throw-in card, Dylan, was an absolute home run. And this is going to be incorporated into a little bit of a new collection that I've been starting up over the past few weeks. So we'll be seeing that Papa Bell again make an appearance in a video. But for today, let's move on to the other two cards that Dylan sent. I guess these were kind of the main pieces of the package in his mind, although I love that Bell card. So here's the first. This is just killer. From Topps Now, this past May, Shohei Ohtani, Babe Ruth combo card. The only players in Major League history with 500 strikeouts and 100 home runs. And I mean, that says it all. We've talked many times, I've talked many times on this channel about Ohtani really making history and being the first two-way player to experience this much success since Babe Ruth 100 years ago now or more. And this card really cements that, and, you know, just states it plainly. You know, these are the only two guys in baseball history to strike out 500 players and hit 100 home runs on the offensive side of the ball. So that is elite company. This card does a great job of really just getting to the heart of why Ohtani is such a compelling player. And I just love this. I know Dylan loves multiplayer cards like this. I do as well. And I'm sure he'll watch this and maybe correct me in the comments if I have this wrong. But I think he bought some of these direct, you know, at the time of release and then submitted them for grading. And Dylan, you know, has a very sharp eye. And this card came back a PSA 10. Amazing. I do not have too many 10s in my collection. A year or two ago, I could say I didn't have any. That number has slowly been going up a little bit, but you know, regardless if that was a PSA 7 or an 8, I wouldn't care. I just love the card. I love the meaning behind it. I love that it came from a close hobby friend, and I'll always kind of think of that whenever I come across it. It's simply fantastic. So Dylan, you hit a home run with that one, pun intended, and just a great, great card for my Ohtani collection. And I know that's someone you enjoy and collect as well, being an Angels fan. And then the last card was not in any way, I wasn't expecting any of these cards, but Dylan blew my mind. So check this out. Let me get it. I'm going to take it out of its case here so we can enjoy it in all of its glory. This is a set that I've talked about recently a couple of times here on the channel, but it's the first autograph that I've had from it. This is from Topps Gilded Collection. You can see right across the top of the card there in foil, Topps Gilded Collection. The Jim Rice on-card autograph, numbered to 50, number 2 of 50. Really speechless. I love the Gilded set. I hadn't held even a single one of these autos in hand prior to this, but I love Hall of Fame autograph cards. And this is just stunning. I guess I shouldn't be surprised given how well Topps did with this release and all the base cards I've shown, but this autograph feels so high-end and classy. So I don't know if it's going to come across on camera. I think it will. But this is actually in a pretty thick, like gold gilded frame here. And the card has some weight to it. I mean, this you could harm somebody hitting them with this card. You know, it's probably weighs the same as a stack of, 15 or 20 standard cards, or maybe even more. It really has like some definite weight to it. I love the image. The autograph is right on there. On card auto. Jim Rice is a favorite of mine, aside from being a Red Sox fan. I've told the story before, but I had an opportunity last year over the course of the summer to actually meet Jim Rice and hang out with him for a couple of innings at a Red Sox game. It was a great experience, and really loved his insight and his personality, and it made me appreciate the man, even more than I already did. Sort of an undersung Hall of Famer, but man, this is stunning. Dylan, you've blown me away. I'll be texting you as soon as I finish recording this. I'm a little bit speechless, and you've maybe created a monster here too, because up until this point, I've kind of been staying away from, or trying to stay away from, the autograph cards in Gilded and sticking with the base cards and the different parallels. But man, after seeing that Jim Rice and holding it in hand, that is such a special card. And the last thing I want to say, this is just beyond cool, but this is copy 2 of 50, which just happens to be my lucky number. So I was actually born, believe it or not, on September 2nd at 2:22 p.m. And so because of that, 2 was kind of always my favorite number growing up. And whenever I would play sports, my uniform number, I'd always go for a number 2 or a number 22. And so there's actually a nice personal touch on that Jim Rice auto as well. Just, I'm really speechless. This was too much, Dylan. I appreciate your kindness and your friendship. You know that. I know I don't need to say it, but for everybody else watching, definitely go give Dylan a visit. I'm sure you're subscribed to him if you're here watching this, but in the event that you've somehow missed Double D Vintage Baseball Cards, please pause this video right now, head on over there, and give Dylan some support. So, all right, with now that we're 9 minutes in, I'm just blown away by those cards. Let's see what Brad sent here. Brad 8671, again, link will be below to this or to his channel as well. And we have a note here. Merry Christmas, Shane. Hope you enjoy the package. Your friend, Brad. All right, so last year, as I said, Brad sent me a Xander Bogaerts auto, and I really need to do something to get Brad back. I don't collect football. I don't have any Dolphins cards I could send his way, but I'm going to need to come up with something. I think he's a Columbus Blue Jackets fan. Maybe I can find something there, but I need to make this right because last year he really just impressed me with his generosity, and I love that card. And this year he is even taken it up a notch, if I do say so myself. Holy cow, look at this. One card from Brad, and it is a stunner. This is a quad auto from Panini Contenders. Ron Francis, Pat Verbeek, Ray Ferraro, and Mark Howe. All for my beloved Hartford Whalers. He numbered to 20 on the bottom of the card. Man, yeah, I've talked about it a lot on the channel, and growing up, my family and I, we were huge Hartford Whalers fans. My two younger brothers and I played ice hockey. We went to see the Whalers every year in Hartford, at least once or twice, sometimes more. I even went to like junior Whalers hockey camp a couple summers, and was a member of the junior Whalers, and just we ate, slept, and breathed Hartford Whalers. And to see an epic card like this come out of this package, just completely unexpected. This is beyond generous. Brad, thank you so much. This is just, I'm really struggling, which is not like me for words, because this is so meaningful, and it really strikes like right at the heart of, you know, my childhood sports fandom and why I'm in the hobby today and why I love sports so much, particularly ice hockey. Just amazing. Ron Francis at the top of the card and Mark Howe on the bottom of the card are Hall of Famers. So we have two Hall of Famers there. And then in the middle, Ray Ferraro and Pat Verbeek were fan favorites. Pat Verbeek is on the borderline to be a Hall of Famer as well. He has 500 plus career goals. This is insane. I am sure that I do have so much more to say about these players and this card. This is also a Panini card, which, you know, if you've watched the channel with any frequency, you know that I love the Panini cards from the short time when they had an NHL license around 10 to 12 years ago. I just think they did an amazing job. I miss them in the world of hockey. And so this just, I mean, it's a home run on every level. It checks every box. You know, instantly one of the coolest Hartford Whalers cards in my collection. And I think I'm going to leave it there for today, only because I'm over 12 minutes and you're probably, you know, getting a little tired of hearing me just over and over shower these guys with praise. But Brad, I can't tell you how much I appreciate the kindness, and I will be bringing this card back for another video here in the month of December. I have one other stunner of a Whalers card that I was gifted earlier this year from my buddy Brian over at Walkenbach here on YouTube, and I've been meaning to get to a Whalers themed video based on that card, and this crazy addition from Brad is really, I think, what I need to kind of get off my butt and get that video together. So Brad, this card is so appreciated and will be making an appearance on the channel again here alongside some other great Whalers cards in the very near future. But for today, we're going to wrap it there. Thank you to Dylan. Thank you to Brad. Please go visit their channels at the links below. Thank you to everybody who participates in this great hobby and this great community that we have here on YouTube. Certainly going to try to do my part to spread the holiday cheer and hit these guys back, as well as some other folks I know out in the community with some packages this holiday season. So yeah, for today, thank you for stopping by. I will be back very soon. And in the meantime, I hope you're all enjoying the hobby and staying safe. Take care.